All right, we've got Chad Brownlee on Pure Country Radio. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
And very exciting day because your brand new EP, Back in the Game, is out in the world.
I know, crazy.
And you posted saying, I promise I won't wait 3 years until the next one comes out. What's it been like just getting this one put together?
It's 3 years in the making. A lot of changes. It's been a bit of a roller coaster for me, which obviously leads into some good songwriting. But took myself off the road, wasn't releasing music for a full year, which is a very, very scary thing to do in this industry. But I wanted to make sure that this next chapter was done right. Got the new team. We brought in Todd Clark as a producer on this record, worked really hard at my vocals, brought in a vocal coach. So I was trying to just align all of the elements and all of the variables for this kind of, we'll call it a re-entry, I guess, into the industry. And I couldn't be happier with the result of this record. Yeah,
because you're not a new face to the industry in country music, but this is kind of a new start for you.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool as an artist. I feel like probably a little scary at times, but also kind of a new start is exciting.
Oh yeah.
What is a song on the album that I'm sure they all do, but is there one that kind of speaks to you the most out of all of them that you are maybe most excited for people to hear finally?
I can't answer that.
No.
It's literally the hardest question to answer. Every record that I make, I always want to try to make sure there's a dynamic to it. The two ends of the spectrum would be a song that I wrote by myself called This Old Guitar, which is a very vulnerable song, very honest song. And then the other side of that would be The Way You Roll, which is just a fun summer song that should hopefully make people feel good when they're playing it.
Video is something else.
We had so much fun making that.
Oh my
gosh. Yeah, we laughed a lot.
That's the thing about you, though, is I feel like you are such a fun guy, but there is also a serious, mature, very real and honest side of you, too. So this album is, you have Dear Drunk Me, like your songs like that, and then you have The Way You Roll, and then you have songs like This Old Guitar and Back in the Game. What's it like kind of switching things up and going from the fun, crazy Chad to the much more serious side?
Yeah, I think balance is key, just like anything in life. I mean, I live a very contrasting life. I'm a very solitary person at home, and then I come onto the road and I'm in front of a lot of people and cameras and all this kind of stuff. But I wouldn't change it. And the record is kind of the same thing. It has peaks and valleys. And I hope it speaks to the listener, because we all go through different struggles, and that's why I want to make music, is to help people through it and have it be medicine, because I know what that feels like as a fan. I've been helped through certain trials and tribulations through music. So if I can do that for people, then that's a win for me.
What are some artists that you kind of go to if you're needing to kind of get through a situation, or artists that have helped you?
Willie Nelson.
It's a great one.
Yeah, I actually wrote a song called When Willie's on Vinyl, and I had gotten back from a long trip down in Nashville, and my brain was just buried in songwriting. It was a long day of travel, flight delays. It was one of those moments where you walk through your door and you just throw your bags down. And you're like, oh. First thing I did was throw Willie on vinyl, and it just kind of washed everything away. All my worries, all the aches and pains from travel. And then I started walking around the house singing, When Willie's on Vinyl. It's like, oh, and then a song came out of it.
It's funny how they just kind of happen that way.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, he's medicine, man.
So you had 11 top 10 hits, and then finally you get a number one with Forever's Gotta Start Somewhere, which is one of my favorite songs that you put out. It's got such a great vibe to it and feel. What was that moment like when you finally found out you've got a number one? Unbelievable.
I mean, I knew we were getting close, but nothing is for sure in this industry. So I got a conference call actually from the whole team, and they told me when it was actually official. So that's the moment I'll never forget.
Yeah. So exciting. Yeah. And then I feel like this year is really peaking for you right now, because you've got so many exciting things coming up, including going out on the road for some dates with Dallas Smith and Dean Brody, which should be no fun.
Zero fun.
No fun at all.
That's the biggest problem of the tour, is it might be too much fun.
Too much fun.
Yeah.
And what are you most excited about getting to go out on the road on a tour and get back out there in front of your fans with new music?
Yeah, well, exactly that. Just getting back on the road in front of the fans and hanging out with good friends, because the title of the tour really is the truth. Friends don't let friends tour alone. Dallas and Dean are two of my favorite guys in this industry, and I've gotten to know Mackenzie Porter as well over the past year, and she's just absolutely fantastic and an incredible talent that people are going to be hearing a lot more of in the future. So, yeah, it's going to be a blast. I can't wait. It's going to come up quick.
I know. It'll be here before we know it. Okay, so just a few random questions for you. Ready? Ready?
Oh, boy.
Okay, so if you are trying to fall asleep and you can't, what is the thing you do?
Meditate, usually. because if I can't fall asleep, it means my mind is just absolutely spinning. So I just tried to kind of relax everything, and then before you know it,
Yeah, I need
You're
to try
gone.
meditation. That would probably help me.
yeah, it's it can be a struggle sometimes because our
Who
brain
is,
is like an active monkey jumping around all
Yeah,
the time.
mine never shuts down, so I probably wouldn't be able to meditate. But who is an artist right now that you can't get enough of?
Oh, that's a good one. Man, I keep going back to Sturgill Simpson.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Love Sturgill Simpson.
I don't know. I love his kind of classic tone with some modern production. It's just so unique, and he's real. There's just such an authenticity to his music. I can't get enough of him. I've got him on vinyl too. So usually
That's a
after
great one
Willie
on vinyl.
is done, I'll throw on some Sturgill.
I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
and what are 3 things that you have to do every single day?
They're usually in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep all technology out of my room. My phone is out of my room.
Good for you.
Unless I have to like get up for a flight or something like that. But my routine is I get up, I turn the kettle on. Ellie's usually sleeping in bed with me.
Ellie's
It's
the
my
coolest
dog for
dog
people
ever.
that don't know that. And she won't get out of bed. She's a 10-year-old lab, so she loves to sleep.
Yeah.
And she's very efficient with her energy. So she won't get up until she hears the click, click, click on the stove, because that means, oh, Dad's up. He's making his tea. And then I hear...
have a lot in common with Ellie. Gotta have a morning cup of tea.
yeah. So I hear click, click, click down the little stairs, because I got stairs for her up onto the bed. She's getting old. And feed her, write in my journal. Usually take her for a walk, do some yoga, and then I turn my phone on. Then I let
Okay.
the world in, because I'm not a morning person. Like, it takes me a little while. My manager, Don, who's here today,
He can agree. There's a nod.
he knows the morning voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's, okay, I'll give you another hour.
That's good though.
yeah.
Have people
yeah.
that understand you.
Yeah. So that's, the mornings are kind of my sacred time. And once I'm ready to go, then, yeah, ready to tackle the world.
Awesome. Okay, well, the new EP is called Back in the Game. Chad Brownlee on Pure Country.